Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's Consumer Learning Series, Life Insurance, Annuities, and Seniors. Before we officially get started, we're going to give everyone just a few moments to allow others to join. While we're waiting, please introduce yourself and add your name and organization in the chat. So my name is Destiny Flores, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. We're also very excited to have our guest speakers joining us from the California Department of Insurance. Tomas Perocas, who is with the Investigations Division Enforcement Branch, will be speaking about life insurance and annuity scams. He'll share real-life examples and important tips to help you recognize and avoid fraud. We're also joined by Lauren Wyckoff, also from the Investigations Division, who will provide helpful tips on purchasing health insurance and how to make informed decisions when selecting coverage. In addition, we have my colleague Daria Saeed with us today, who will walk us through senior focus programs and resources available through the Department of Insurance. Today's session is all about helping you protect yourself and your finances. Next slide, please. So thank you again for joining. Today's Consumer Learning Series is designed to give you practical, easy to understand information on life insurance, annuities, and ways to avoid financial scams. So a few housekeeping notes. Audio, video, and chat will be monitored and recorded. We respect all participants in this convening today and want to create a safe space for all. By default, all participants will be muted and video is disabled. Video will be on for speakers only and Q&A will be taken on throughout the chat feature. Next slide, please. So, why this consumer learning series matters. Seniors are often targeted by financial scams, and understanding the products you buy is key to protecting yourself. Life insurance and annuities can be valuable tools, but if you don't understand them, they can also be risky. Our goal is to give you the knowledge and resources to make informed decisions and feel confident about your financial choices. Next slide, please. So here's what we'll cover today. Life insurance and annuity basics, including the types and key features, the costs, the fees, and surrender charges, and the important questions you should be asking before purchasing. Fraud prevention, red flags, and resources you can trust. Q&A, questions and answers. We'll also hear from our guest speaker and Daria about senior-specific guest speakers and Daria about senior-specific programs and resources. Next slide, please. Okay, so let me take a moment to explain what the Department of Insurance does. So the Department of Insurance exists to protect consumers like you. We make sure agents are licensed, you have access to trustworthy information, and that you can report suspicious activity. We also provide educational resources to help seniors make confident financial decisions. Next slide, please. Okay, so let's start with a quick poll. So the question is, who is the most targeted population for insurance scams? If you've guessed C, which is seniors ages 60 and older, you're right. Scammers often target seniors because they're more likely to have savings, insurance policies, and may be less familiar with newer scam tactics, but awareness like this is the best defense. As we can see, seniors are frequently targeted, so staying informed and vigilant is very critical. Next slide, please. So let's talk about life insurance basics. So life insurance provides a death benefit to your beneficiaries. It can help cover financial expenses. It could pay off debt or leave a financial legacy. Key things to know: premiums, death benefits, and beneficiaries. These basics form the foundation for making smart decisions. Next slide, please. There are also several types. So we have term life, which is temporary coverage, usually a lower cost. Whole or universal life, which is a permanent coverage with a cash value. And final expense insurance, which is smaller policies aimed at covering a funeral cost. So each has pros and cons depending on your goal and situation. Next slide, please. So an annuity is a contract that provides income often during retirement. There are two phases. So accumulation, where your money grows, and payout when you receive income. Types include fixed, variable, and indexed, as well as immediate or deferred annuities. These differ from other investments, so it's important to understand which one fits your needs. Next slide, please. So before purchasing, you should understand the cost, administration fees, investment or management fees, and optional rider fees, surrender periods and penalties for early withdrawal as well. Also, how fees affect your long-term returns. Understanding fees helps you make informed financial decisions and avoiding surprises. Next slide, please. Okay, so before buying any product, ask yourself, is this suitable for my goal and financial situation? What are the total fees and surrender periods? And what happens if I need access to my money early? Always make sure you're comfortable with the answer before committing. Next slide, please. Okay, so let's start again with another poll. So this question is, what is the most important question to ask before purchasing a life insurance policy or an annuity?
So options are, is the most popular policy? What fees, costs, and surrender charges are associated with this product? How quickly can I sign up today? Or can my friend or family member also get this policy? Looks like we have one for how quick can I sign up today, and 20 answers for what fees, costs, and surrender charges are associated with this product.
Thank you, Zalemi. So yes, the correct answer was B, what fees, costs, and surrender charges are associated with this product. So this is key because understanding the full cost up front helps you avoid surprises later and ensures the policy truly fits your financial goals. Next slide, please. Okay, so let's go through some of the most common scams we're seeing right now. So I'll briefly explain each one and what to watch for. So investment and annuity fraud. So you may be invited to a free dinner seminar. They promise guaranteed returns. They may say this opportunity won't last. You must decide tonight. That pressure is the red flag. So there is no legitimate investment that guarantees high returns with zero risk. If someone says you can't lose, that's your cue to walk away. Auto insurance fraud. So sometimes fake agents sell fake insurance policies, so you pay your premium, but the payment never goes to the insurance company. You think you're covered, but you're actually not. Always verify the agent's license. Next is long-term care fraud. So let's say a nursing home staff member falsely records that residents are receiving daily therapy and medication services. Then they bill Medicare for those services, even though they were never provided. Home repair fraud. This often happens after disasters. So someone might knock on your door claiming to be a contractor or an insurance adjuster. So they're asking for large upfront payments and then they disappear. Never remember to never pay large amounts upfront to someone who just shows up. Also, premium theft. So an agent collects your payment but never sends it to the insurance company. Remember to always confirm directly with the insurer that your payment was received. Medicare fraud. Someone might call claiming to be Medicare and they're asking for your Medicare number or offer a free medical equipment. Medicare does not randomly call asking for personal information. So remember, if in doubt, hang up and call the official number. Next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about some red flags. So if someone pressures you to act immediately, pause. If they say, this is only for seniors or don't tell your family, that is manipulation. If they ask for payment in gift cards, cash, or wire transfers, please stop. Legitimate businesses do not operate that way. Scammers rely on speed. Protection comes from slowing down. Next slide, please. Okay, so protect yourself from fraud. So protect your personal and financial information, such as like your social security numbers, your bank accounts, and credit card numbers. Keep detailed records like documents, photos, videos, emails, and call logs if something suspicious might happen. Always verify who you are dealing with and check your licenses, check the licenses or the credentials. And if you're unsure, seek advice from someone you trust, like family or friends. So now that we've covered some basic ways to protect yourself, I'd like to introduce Tomas from the Investigations Division Enforcement Branch with the California Department of Insurance. Tomas works closely with the fraud unit and will be sharing real life examples of life insurance and annuity scams. His insight will help you better understand how these scams happen and what warning signs to look out for. Tomas, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Destiny. Next slide, please. Yeah, thank you. So there's a whole bunch of things that have been brought up and mentioned about being careful, making sure people are licensed and verify who they are. And sometimes you may even have a very good working relationship with an insurance agent. But sometimes things change on that person. And you have investments or you have some sort of insurance policies with your life insurance agent, always verify the information that you receive. If you should be receiving statements from your insurance company directly, your insurance agent shouldn't be delivering the statements for you. And if they do, check them and see if you can access them online to verify that this is the same information. This is an example of an insurance agent who legitimately sold insurance annuities to quite a few clients, then later convinced these people to take the money out and he was going to invest it into a better, higher yielding rate for a policy. And he implied that they were insurance annuities and some other types of investments, such as promissory notes. But this money never made it to any kind of a legitimate investment. And he was quite convincing. He created his own statements and he sent these people these monthly statements, but it was the name of a company that never existed, and the totals that show these interest rates that were and what they were earning on them was all false. And this person took all that money and stole it. Check and verify. If it's a legitimate insurance agent, they may go rogue at some point in time. If it's a legitimate insurance agent that hasn't gone rogue, you should be able to go back and verify that information with your insurance company or the investment company that is involved, such as an annuity or something, which is also an insurance company. So you can check to make sure that this person has a valid license. and verify that the insurance company is also legitimate. Don't rely on the phone number that the insurance agent provides you. You should be able to find that insurance company's phone number and call them directly or go online directly. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Never mind. Thank you. So this is an example of a certificate that this insurance agent provided to their clients. And it looks quite official. It looks very good. Once again, it names a name of a company, but if you were to run up that company, it didn't exist. It wasn't a valid company. Trust, but verify, as we say. Next slide, please. So this insurance agent, was convicted of 15 years in state prison in order to pay a restitution of $1.8 million. That's how much money he took from his victims. It took quite a few years to get him through the judicial system, and unfortunately, most of this money has never been repaid. It's something that you need to make sure, just because the person gets caught doesn't mean you're going to recover your money. Unfortunately, usually what happens is they've already spent it. Next slide, please. And there was talk about life insurance policies. There are certain life insurance policies that there are several occasions for people that you have a life insurance policy that's worth, let's say, $100,000, and you're diagnosed with a terminal illness and you have a couple months left. There are options that you can possibly sell the policy and get a percentage of the face value of the policy. And they're called life settlements, and they used to be called or referred to as viaticals. But that person needs to be licensed to market or sell that, and you have to work with with a company that's authorized to sell these life settlements. So be very careful with what you're doing here. You have to make sure, once again, and verify it's a legitimate company, and do your homework. And if you don't have that ability to do that, find a close friend that you trust that can assist you with that. Most people will not be in the situation where they have to deal with this or concern themselves with this. However, some people also have insurance agents approach them to invest in these types of life settlements or viaticals, where essentially you're betting on somebody passing away so you make a lot of money. Don't do it. This is not your place. This is not your arena. This is for sophisticated investors who have a lot of information, and usually they're institutional investors. Never, ever if someone's offering you to buy shares or fractional portions of life settlements / viaticals, ignore it. Don't do it, please. Next slide, please. Now I'd like to introduce Lauren Wyckoff, and she's going to give a little bit of information about some of the ways you can be careful about purchasing health insurance and being able to identify certain scams.
Thank you, Tomas. So we're seeing in California, there's been an uptick in insurance policies being sold as limited benefit plans or discount insurance plans. So we just wanted to give some tips of what to look out for when you're shopping for health insurance. So you're going to want to be on the lookout for limited benefit plans or discount insurance cards that promise to save money when you're searching for health insurance. These discount cards are not comprehensive health insurance or comprehensive healthcare coverage or ACA compliant plans. They do not guarantee coverage for medical services. So when you receive a health insurance card, make sure you check for a licensed insurance company actually named on the card. You should only purchase coverage directly from Covered California, licensed insurers, or verified agents on coveredcalifornia.com or at their phone number 800-300-1506. You should be wary of pressure tactics, false promises of low-cost coverage, misleading marketing, and terms like partner, employee, or data sharing. These usually are linked with these limited benefit plans or these discount cards. And again, as Tomas mentioned, you should check these license statuses of insurance agents and insurance companies, not just for health insurance, but when you're dealing with any type of insurance. And you can find that tool actually on our government website at insurance.ca.gov. If you go to our page, you're able to verify this license under a check a license status, which is at the tab for consumers at the top of the page. And after you select check a license, you'll be able to go to our license status inquiry page. You can search a license status by typing in the actual insurance license number for that individual, or by typing in the name of the person or the name of the company. If there's no results, then either the agent or company does not have an insurance license issued in the state of California, or there's a chance that the license number they gave you was just incorrect, or it was non-existent in the first place. So just make sure you're always double checking before you're actually enrolling in a policy. Get any documents you can beforehand, and make sure you're confirming that it's actual ACA compliant comprehensive healthcare coverage. Next slide, please. And now Daria Saeed, our outreach analyst, she's going to share information about our department's programs and resources with you.
Thank you so much, Lauren. So now I want to share a program called California Low Cost Automobile Insurance. We also call it CLCA. So this is a state-sponsored program created by the legislature to offer liability insurance to income-eligible good and new drivers in California. So basically, this offers liability insurance, but the best part is that it is under $500 a year if a driver qualifies, regardless of their immigration status. So the goal of this program actually is to help uninsured motorists comply with the state law, and by having at least liability insurance. So how do you qualify for that program? You must have a valid California driver's license or an AB60 license. The value of the vehicle must be less than $25,000, be at least 16 years old, meet the income guidelines, and cannot have a bad driving record. So to apply, a driver will need the following things, that I will say to you. The proper license, as I said earlier, valid car registration, down payment of 20%, and a proof of income. It can be a paycheck, stub, W-2, or even a statement of benefit card from CalFresh, Medical, or other state county programs. You can apply online, and you can see the number over there at the end, mylowcostautoinsurance.com. So you can apply online at www.mylowcostautoinsurance.com and take the eligibility questionnaire, or you could call the number 866-602-8861. 866-602-8861. I want to remind you that this is the number for My Low Cost Auto Insurance Program, CLCA. It's not the number for the Department of Insurance, but they are going to help you in getting the policy, CLCA policy, which is a liability-only policy. Next slide, please. So now I want to share the resources. First of all, I want to share Senior Gateway. It's very close to my heart because I manage this website, and it is designed specifically for older adults. It includes fraud prevention tips, health insurance guidance, and senior bill of rights. Everything is written in plain language. Everything is free. We also have informal one-page handouts available online. And if you prefer speaking to someone, you can call us at 800-927-4357. And honestly, if you go for our senior page on our website, we also have real people answering the phone. Our callback time is just 2 minutes, so we encourage you to call with all your questions and stuff. And for Senior Gateway website that I mentioned earlier in the beginning is, I did not say the email, seniors.insurance.ca.gov. In case you want to write something to us, and share your thoughts and stuff, share your events, and also let us know that if we can share these postcards with you about Senior Gateway. And also want to let you know that Senior Gateway has not only for Department of Insurance. On Senior Gateway, we have 10 other organizations that hold those are hosts. So we have information for Department of Aging, Commission on Aging, DFPI, CSLB, and their events, and Also consumer alerts, how we want to alert the consumer, and also education events on the site. So I will encourage you to just go on our website. Senior Gateway is meant to be one website for the caregivers and for our older adults. Next slide, please. So besides Senior Gateway, we have so much information on that. Our website page that we have, and for you to call our number. Besides that, we also have um, um, trusted organizations like Senior Medicare Patrol, AARP Fraud Watch Network, and Coalition Against Insurance Fraud. So these are also three organizations that will help you. And remember, you're not alone. Every minute there is a senior that has been targeted. And there is no shame in being targeted because there is so many ways that now scammers are targeting. So I just want you to know that scammers are professional at deception. And what matters is that you speak. So if you want to take a picture of this also, after our event, we will always also be sending you the recording of this, of our webinar. Next slide, please. So, what is the best way that you get the information before the TV gives it to you or anything else? So, I just wanted to let you know, please sign up for our consumer alerts because the California Department of Insurance regularly releases consumer alerts. And these alerts include update on new scam tactics we are seeing, like Lauren was saying, changes in insurance regulation that may affect you, warnings about unfair or deceptive business practices, and important information about insurance issues happening in California. And like I said, scammers are so deceptive, they are always changing their approach. So if you are comfortable using your phone, you can scan our QR code on the screen to sign up for the alerts. It's not that's okay. You can, if not, then it's okay. But if you are comfortable, please, scan the QR code. You can also visit our website later or call us, and we can guide you through the process. The more informed you are, the harder it is for someone to take advantage of you. Next slide. I also want to bring you, like you're part of this education series today. So every 2 months, the department is doing a statewide education series. The one you are attending today is the second event of that series. And as you can see, these sessions are free and open to public. They are virtual. You can attend from home on a computer, tablet, or smartphone, and you can submit your question through these sessions. During these sessions, we go a little bit deeper into the topic like new fraud trends, Medicare-related concerns, wildfire insurance updates, homeowners insurance changes, and other consumer protection topics. It is really a great way to stay current. And honestly, education is always one of the strongest tools we have against every fraud. And even if you're not interested, we want you to be our ambassador and share it with your friend, neighbor, or family member who could benefit from this thing. And we're hoping actually you're going to enjoy learning today and staying informed. So, sign up for these other ones too. Next slide, please. So we really care about what you do. So, take the survey, and let us know how we did and how we performed today and how was the presentation and how we can improve. So please give your feedback about our presentation today. I'm stopping here for a second or two so you can scan the QR code. And now I'm going to invite back our amazing moderator, Destiny Forrest, to come on, and we have received some questions, and we are going to talk about them. Floor is yours, Destiny.
Thanks, Daria, and thank you everyone for taking the time to complete the survey. We really appreciate your input. So now we're going to shift into the next part of our session where we'll be addressing some of the questions that were submitted in advance. So we've selected 5 of the most common and important questions to focus on today. So I'll be reading each question and then Daria will walk us through the answers and provide more context. So let's get started with our first question. So Daria, the first question, it states that our viewers are interested in pros and cons of annuities, what categories of annuities are out there, and what it looks like to set one up.
So, like Destiny explained earlier, annuity is a product that give you steady income, usually in retirement. So the main types of are fixed, steady payments, variable payments change with market, and index payments tied to a market index. They can provide dependable income, but they may include fees, withdrawal penalties, and limit on how easily you can access your money. So setting one up depends on your age, goals, and how much risk you are comfortable taking. And I will encourage you for more information, go on our website at California Department of Insurance, or you could or speak with a licensed financial professional like Tomas was talking about.
Thank you, Daria. Okay, so the next question that we got, it states that they are very interested in learning about extended care insurance that would help pay for caregiver, assisted living, and nursing home expenses. They also need to be educated about Medigap policies.
So yeah, we get this question a lot. So extended care, which is long-term care. Insurance helps pay for services like caregivers, assisted living, and nursing home. Things Medicare usually doesn't fully cover is a cover. So Medicare is different. It helps pay Medicare's medical cost, such as co-pays, deductibles, but it does not cover long-term care. So many people use a mix of Medicare, Medicare, and long-term care planning to prepare for future needs. And I would encourage, if you need more information, go on medicare.gov, or our department is there to offer more clear guidelines. And we have clear guides also on our website on that.
Great, thank you, Daria. Okay, so our next question. Are there any issues with having annuities from other states? Can an annuity be assigned to a special needs trust as beneficiary without it jeopardizing benefits to the individual for whom the trust was established?
So actually, you can usually own an annuity from another state, but tax rules and regulations may differ depending on where you live. So a special needs trust can sometimes be named as the beneficiary of an annuity, but it must be done correctly. If it's not structured properly, it can affect eligibility for benefits like SSI or Medicaid. So expert legal advice is really important. So I will encourage you in this case that if you need more information, please get guidance from a special needs planning attorney or organization like the Special Needs Alliance can provide you guidance on that part.
Okay, great. Thank you, Daria. Okay, our next question. This says they're asking for ways to protect seniors and aging population against scams and misinformation.
So basically, seniors can stay safer by not sharing personal information with unexpected callers or emails. We say that again and again. Destiny said, avoiding high pressure sales tactics and being cautious of offers that sound too good to be true. Okay. It also helps to check that insurance agent or financial advisors are licensed, which was emphasized both by Destiny and Tomas, and to talk with a trusted family member or advisor before making a big decision. So, and for this, I would encourage you to not only contact us, the California Department of Insurance, go on our website or call our number. You can also, in this case, contact DFPI. And DFPI stands for California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. And also the California Department of Aging can offer helpful scam prevention resources to you on this one.
Great, thank you, Daria. Okay, so our last question. How do we know if we have enough insurance?
We get this question a lot. You likely have enough insurance if it can cover major risks like medical bills, long-term care needs, property damage, or loss of income without putting your finances in danger. If you have covered these major risks, you are in a good place. It's a good idea to review your insurance every few years or after major life changes such as retirement or a move. And if you want more information on that, I will suggest that a licensed insurance advisor or the California Department of Insurance can help review your coverage needs. So please contact us. We are here to help, and we have a live chat. We also have a very quick caller response.
Thank you, Daria. Next slide, please.
So, if you remember nothing else today, please remember this. You are not alone. If you ever have a question about insurance, call us. If something feels wrong, please call us. If you are unsure whether something is legitimate, or call us before making a decision. Because the California Department of Insurance has trained representatives who answer the phone. Our services are free. So like I said before, I'll say it again. You can visit insurance.ca.gov or call 1-800-927-4357. Sometimes people hesitate because they feel embarrassed. Please don't. We are here to help. Scammers are professionals. They practice manipulation every day, and we don't want you to be target of it. There is no shame in asking for help, and it is our pleasure to serve you. Thank you so much. And I think with that, actually, we come to an end with our webinar today. You will be receiving the recording of this, education series. And please feel free to, again, reach out to us, call us, go on live chat, or send your questions. And in I think, chat, we will put CROB, one other place where you can send your questions, and we would be happy to answer them. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the evening.
Thank you, Daria.